And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that lovely brutal OST. I apologize for the downtime, but we have returned with our next series with a fresh best of 3. We are still in the round of 16, but the winner of this series will advance on to face off against an opponent that is already lying in wait, Demi. The Indian Zerg player. He did take down Rostok, the Ukrainian Protoss, 2-1, and he's waiting in the round of 8. But who will he face? We're here to find out. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Site Delta, we have the blue Protoss player representing Storm Gaming. It is Gerald. From the land of Bologna, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Australian Protoss player, the yellow Protoss representing Team Hyper 1. It is you. Of course, Gerald, he's on that grind set. We were casting Gerald last night, 10 hours ago? 11 hours ago? We were live, we were casting Gerald earlier in the finals versus Cristiano. It was 10 hours ago, in the grand finals of the Logic Games, a best of 5 against Cristiano. It went all the way to the ace match, and in the end, Cristiano barely came out on top, 3-2. I recommend checking out the VODs. I recommend watching the events because the Logic Games was an amazing tournament, especially if you're a fan of PvPs. But outside of that, Gerald, it's a brand new day. He's rested, he's recuperated, and can he make another finals run? Can he redeem himself and not just make the finals, but also take the entire tournament? As Cristiano is not here for this week's Sparkling Tuna Cup, Gerald has a good opportunity here to make a deeper and even deeper run. For now, it's going to be a 2-gate opener out of Gerald. We do see you going for a gate expand. Very bold move. So this was a single gas opener. So it was a gate cyber expand here instead of the safer max packs opener of a Stargate before Nexus. So very greedy from you. Very greedy stuff. And it's going to be on Gerald to punish this. It's going to be on Gerald to try to punish you here for the greed. I mean, I say that going for a gate expand is not unheard of. It's quite common on Site Delta. But this variation specifically is a little bit greedier than we are used to. So we'll see how Gerald responds. For now, double Stalker. Gonna be 2 Stalkers on the way. It looks like Gerald is just gonna be expanding. It looks like he will just expand from here, take his natural base. We just see you going straight for that Stargate as a follow-up. With the Stargate, you gain access to Oracles and Void Rays. You can harass with your Oracles, you can defend with your Void Rays. You can mix and match and make this work. Gerald will be going for his Nexus on location. We can see he's scouting, he's checking for proxies. The chances of a proxy is quite high, so he's confirming. Meanwhile, Gerald takes his expansion on the low ground, will be taking his natural base. As we did mention, he's just going to be playing behind economically. Looking to catch up. Stalkers have arrived, they go straight for the shield battery. Oh. Shield battery under fire. Boys are being pulled. You trying to hold on to it. To have another shield battery on the way. And with that second shield battery, he's going to be able to hold on. Does overextend a little bit though. As Yu's attention is elsewhere, it's across the map. 2 more adepts have arrived. And we will actually sit by the army here. The wall-off was not possible at the natural base. Geralt, he gets into the main and he's going for some probe damage. Workers are going down, probes are being pulled, and Geralt, he's having his way with you. 4 workers fall. At the same time, Stalker's still laying a siege upon that shield battery. And we're not done. The adepts, they've only just started, getting 6 probes. Going on to 7. Can we get it though? Oh, barely not. 7 workers go down. We got a pylon into the main. I didn't even notice. A pylon into the main base. Adepts, they get warped in, but they do get found out. Phew. He does shut this down. Does shut it down, but Stalkers, they break into the natural. Gerald just with hyper aggression, pulling you apart. Takes down the shield battery. And will take down those probes as well. Recalls, but doesn't get away with that Stalker. Gerald having a little bit too much fun there. But again, even though Gerald, he opened up with a later expansion, looking at the damage dealt, he has killed 11 probes and he has more than made up for his deficit. More than made up for that late expansion. And now you has to play catch up. Yu has to play catch up here. He's going for Blink as a follow-up. He's taking his natural base. He has his Void Ray to help defend. That is true, but we are stuck at home, and Gerald is even faster on the draw with his own Blink. Now, Gerald, he's working with 3 gateways for the time being. From here, we can expand and take a 3rd, or we can double down and throw down a 4th gateway and a Robo. Speaking of, there's that Robo on the way. Do we delay the 3rd even further? Do we avoid the 3rd base? As Yu is going up to 4 gateways. So a very safe follow-up here out of Yu. Goes up to 4 gateways. We'll be slowly expanding and taking another expansion, another Nexus. But I don't see a 3rd from Gerald, and we should be seeing a 3rd from Gerald. Oh boy. The longer this goes on, the more I'm feeling that Gerald may just commit. Hallucination is moving out. Here comes that probe. Okay, he's expanding. Thankfully, we are expanding. We do take the 3rd base. Let's go. Faster than that of Yu's. I'm a little bit surprised. So there we go. It has been thrown down. So both players working on their 3rd bases. Ooh, a Devstate gets shut down here towards the left-hand side on top of the Tuna. No. They get shut down on the Tuna. Ooh, as Geralt is going to be spicing it up, and this is not a bad move here. We have a Dark Shrine on the way from our blue Protoss player. I'm concerned because we have no form of detection from Yu. It's going to be a kill on the shield battery. Yu trying to push on forward, trying to punch this army. Does get a couple of Stalkers. Again, Yu, he has the greater production. He is on those 4 gateways. Does punish Gerald quite a bit, but what do we see here? We see no Forge, no Robo. There is a Stargate, which means there is an opportunity here to actually make an Oracle and get a Revelation. We can get detection up and running soon TM, but we're gonna have to be real quick to react there. Really quick to respond. Damage is gonna be done. Stalkers are moving out towards the left-hand side. Here comes that hallucination, which means we can blink into the main base. Ooh, and we can get some. We can even disrupt the production. Pylon's looking exposed, and he's going for it. Yu out of position. He's at the 3rd base. Geralt blinking into the main. He does dive on that pylon. We depower some of the gateways. We threaten the main, and from here we will retreat. It's only a light amount of pressure. We have a Robo in production. At the in the main base. Is on the way. Dark Shrine, I believe, was not scouted. But DTs are waddling in. Again, that Robo, it may just be too little too late. The DTs, they go ham! And probes are going down. Oh, one after the other. Again, no mining whatsoever here at the 3rd base. And we have another DT waddling into the natural. Good wall off here by Yu, but this is becoming a bit much already. We shouldn't get a kill on the Nexus. There we go. We have an Oracle and an Observer on the way. Yeah, Stalkers, they come in. They shut down the shield battery. They're going for the Nexus, and can they get a kill? It's going to be close. It's going to be very close here as the Nexus, a couple more swipes and it will go down. Would you get the Revelation? And it barely survives. Whew. That was like 2 more swipes. And it would have died. Yu barely does hold on to it, and he still has an overwhelming army, by the way. That's a lot of Zealots. Geralt, he's missing a Warp in. He supply blocked. No shot. Big supply block here for Geralt. I was wondering, he has 700 minerals. Where is that money being spent? On pylons. Now is not the time for a supply block. Yu, he does push in. Good force fields here from Geralt. Buying time. There's our wave of reinforcements on the way. Overcharge is pop, but the Archon is out of range. The Archon goes down. Big pick off. Cannons are finishing up. Zealots are trickling in. Geralt, can we survive? It looks like with the help of the overcharge, we will be able to hold on. Yeah, we blink on top of the army. Yu, he gets punished in the retreat. Again, like, the stars align there for you to deal damage, but you can see how hard he gets shut down. Once the supply block was broken, Gerald, he can warp in reinforcements. Moves out. Charge now on the way for Gerald. And this base is still very vulnerable, very low. Oh, he wants it. He wants it, man. He wants it. Wants the Nexus, wants that base. Immortal does come in. Well, at the same time, though, we do have a big Zealot counterattack. Bold move here by you. Going for a massive Zealot run by. Revelation is thrown down. DT is still going ham, though, on those Zealots. GG gets called as we have broken the third base, and Gerald will take game number 1. Ooh, GG. GG, well played. Again, a bold move for Gerald to go for the Dark Templar, and they almost ended the game. They almost did straight up end the game there. Thankfully, Yu was able to minimize his losses, minimize his damage. Despite that, it was still a big win and a big kind of point in the or something, a big advantage for Geralt that he did have. The supply block almost killed him though. Let's be real, the supply block was brutal for Geralt, and you had a good chance for a counterattack, but that was his one and only chance to break Geralt then and there. Barely wasn't able to, and Geralt was able to snowball out of control from that moment. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here as Geralt does take the first game, but can we make a series out of this? Can we go the distance? I do want to believe. I want to believe as we're getting ready for game 2. It's going to be on Oceanborn. Is going to be on Oceanborn here as we dive into that second game. And we'll see if we can force the ace match or if we start advancing on to the quarterfinals. Ready to find out. Let's go. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Oceanborn, we have our Blue Protoss player from the land of Poland, representing Storm Gaming, leading the series 1-0. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the yellow Protoss player representing Team Hyper 1, looking to fight back, looking to make a series out of this. It is you. Here we go. Just quickly checking some stuff. Here we go, as spawning, as we are getting into our game number 2 here, once again going for a double gate opener from Geralt. Likewise, you this time going for his own 2-gate opener as well. Standard openers all around. You coming in for a probe scout just to make sure that his opponent doesn't bamboozle him. And I was being notified earlier that these two players have a bit of a history. Yu has been focusing quite a lot, I believe, of his time on a bit of a different variation of StarCraft. He's been playing a lot of the Scion mod. There is a mod that does introduce 3 new races to the game, so 6 races in total, and I know Yu has been competing and practicing a lot in that. Likewise, so has Geralt. Geralt has also been competing in the specific Scion mod tournaments, and they are much more competitive with each other in that, again, version of StarCraft. But here in the Legacy game, here we do see Geralt still with a more dominant record, and Yu is still trying to build himself up. But that last game wasn't a bad one. Again, things were still pretty back and forth between the players. So I want to believe that we can make a series out of this as we do go for a as we do go for a pylon here in the mineral line. That is brutal. Basically, Gerald, he locks into all those probes. They're locked in and they need to break free. The pylon does finish, and that is quite a lot of lost mining here for you. A very annoying thing that happens from time to time. We just lock them in. We arrest the probes. And it's going to take quite some time to break them free. From here, Gerald, he can chill. Getting into his 2-gate opener. Second pylon has been thrown down. No proxy, no cheese. We should be expanding. We should be looking to expand. You going for a Stargate opener once again. Two games in a row here. Stargate openers from you. Ooh, meanwhile, that is a robo from Gerald. Uh-oh. Gerald, he did see the Stargate. This feels like a one-base all-in. We have to keep our eyes out for a third gateway. If we see a third gateway or a proxied gateway on the map, then Gerald is going to be committing, and we will not be expanding. But there it is. Oh, we do go for the expansion. This robo is very interesting to me because Gerald saw the Stargate. Maybe he didn't click on it, but a Stargate should tell you that we're expanding. It should tell you that you isn't going for an all-in. If this is a misread, then it's very possible that Gerald, he may be playing a little bit too defensively. Thinking that he's being all in. Good trades from Gerald. Oh, he does end up taking down, trading, I should say, 2-2. Does kill 2 Stalkers, loses 2 of his own. Oracle gets across the map. Immortal production has commenced. And again, Gerald, he is taking that natural. Oracle going into the main. And we're not ready for it. Oh, we are not ready whatsoever. Again, Gerald, I don't think he clicked on the building. I don't think he was able to click and confirm the Stargates. Aye, aye, aye. 3 probes go down, but that is a kill in the Oracle. Oh my god. That I was not expecting. The Oracle got in, killed 3 workers, but despite the recall, Gerald, he still shut it down. So big misstep there by you. Bit inattentive there with that Oracle. Does throw it away, and that was not worth it for you. Things were looking good, things were looking up when it came to getting value with that Oracle, but suddenly not so much. Suddenly not so much, as Gerald is going to be pushing on the left-hand side. He is going to be moving out. Likewise, we do see him threading a shade in towards the main. Shield batteries are ready. We have 2 shield batteries here for you. We have a Void Ray. We can defend. We should be able to hold on 2 bases, and this can be a sign for Gerald to just expand and take a third. You know, we can see how heavily we're turtling up. As it ups a shade into the main. Ooh, and this is brutal. This is so punishing here. 2 adepts, they can wreak havoc, and they get 7 probe kills in the main base. We got an 8th probe as well. Not like this. So we're going to be shading back in. Oh, we got a 9th probe. Can we get a 10th? No shot. Oh, thankfully we don't. 9 workers go down. As behind this, we have Gerald doubling down here with additional gateways. So again, Gerald had an option. He could expand and take a third. Instead, he chooses to throw down 2 more gateways instead. Do we commit to a 2-base all-in, or does Gerald eventually take that third? Gerald, he does have both options available to him. Just building up his army. With these Immortals, with these Sentries, I feel like we should be pushing on 2 bases. Meanwhile, he does rock up with a counterattack. Third base is going to be delayed. Because away on that third. Force fields get thrown down. Again, we can see you just posturing, trying to trigger those shields. Force fields are not ideal here for Gerald. As we catch a couple of those units, we catch the Sentry, we catch a Stalker. We have Void Ray is focused down. We have the better concave, and Gerald, he will shut down this army. Chases down the Immortal as well. Where's the Prism? No! The Prism does escape and does leave the Immortal behind. It will go down. As Gerald's going for a big counterattack. Does have those two Immortals. The problem here is that Gerald doesn't have a way to reinforce. No Prism. So we expand. We take a third base. Like, there's no way to just warp in across the map. So Gerald, I don't think, is going to be committing too hard. Does blink into the main. Does catch another Immortal. Almost. Almost does get that Immortal. Does get a lot of damage done there on that Robo. And he can bring it down. No shot. The Robo, it falls. No more Immortal production. No more Prism either, as it does get focus. Not like this. As we're blinking back into the main base as well, we have vision with that Observer. The MVP Observer, GG, gets called as Yu is getting pulled apart, and Gerald, he takes the series 2-0, advancing on to the next round. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here to Gerald again, having a strong showing. He was coming in as a favorite player, and honestly, again, Gerald, he is a player to keep an eye on to make a deep run in this tournament. He has the potential for a very deep run, and congratulations for that win. Meanwhile, a big shout out to, of course, you. A big shout out to you for competing here, for making a series out of this. Again, he had his own moments in this game, wasn't able to take a game off of Gerald, but a good series nonetheless. GG. Well played. Well played. And with that, Gerald, he does advance on, and we already have another opponent lying in wait. We have another opponent ready and waiting here. We're going to be getting into Gerald versus Demi in a PvZ. Let's go. And I need to message some players.